Right, hello. First one of the off-season push-up. First video back, this is the return. It is about time. I have filmed this video already. I filmed it last Thursday and then managed to delete all the footage. I edited the entire video and then didn't export it from the editing software, but I did delete all the original footage. So that was all corrupted and lost. So this is take 2 of the return. The show day video went live last Friday. So I just want to say, like, firstly, thank you for all the feedback. The support on that video has been pretty mad. So many people messaging me, coming up to me in the gym. You know, Sam did a fucking phenomenal job with it. Everyone's been saying it's like a Netflix documentary, which I don't take lightly. So, you know, I'd love to take credit for it, but that was all Sam. Credit to him, he's fucking very talented at what he does. But yeah, as you've seen, we did it, did the job. Got the pro card. It has been quite some time since I've filmed, apart from Thursday. I obviously went over all this on Thursday, but brief overview. It's now 24th of October, so it's about 5 weeks post-show. Still sort of, I'm in the health phase now, which I will get into. This will be a full day of eating. So yeah, I filmed delts and arms Thursday, but lost all the footage. This is a better video anyway, because it's a full day of eating. So we're gonna go through everything I eat in a day at the moment in the health phase, 5 weeks post-show. I'm not gonna film my training today because I'm pretty injured. I've got sciatica down both legs and I fucked up the ligaments in my right ankle when hack squatting. So training today is meant to be density day, which is quads and back for me now because I've changed my split with a hip hinge. And unfortunately I won't be able to hinge, I can't train legs, so it's just gonna be back, which is gonna be pretty fucking boring. So I'm not gonna take the camera and film that. This is literally just gonna be a food video, which always do better anyway, so yeah, that's that. It's 11 AM right now. I have eaten, I've had 2 bagels and some whey protein this morning, that's pretty much it. 60 grams of whey and 2 bagels, I think was the meal. Reason I didn't film it is because I had to leave my house at 8:30 because I had a haircut, so I've nailed that. Went and had a haircut, I've come back and showered, and now we're about to get a pre-workout meal, which is meal 2. So yeah, meal 1 I've already eaten, I will put these on screen. Sometimes I'll eat this as my first meal or my last meal, depending on what I've got going on in the day, because normally I'll just eat 1 meal before I train. But today, because I'm training not till like 12:31ish, I'll get 2 meals in. But it's just 2 bagels, 30 grams of jam, 30 grams of whey, and 20 grams of 90% dark chocolate. So eating that this morning, I'm now gonna get my first proper meal, I'd say, because just nailing 2 bagels, I didn't even toast them, I just 8 bagels. I'll get together the first meal. I'll also run through the sort of health supplements I am taking now I'm in the health phase, even though I take them year round really, but more or less this is now because it's a health phase. People are interested in what supplements I take for health, so I will run through all of that. First meal is the standard that you've seen probably a million times now. Cream of rice, whey, yogurt, honey, frozen raspberries, and it's my pre-workout meal. So the cream of rice is just cooling down, and I'll get into that in a minute. You've just seen I've made my greens powder with glutamine. So greens and glutamine are in there. I take that every single morning. The rest of the sups, we've got sups needs multivitamin. Then Naughty Boy omega-3s. I take like way more omega-3s. Take 4 in the morning, 4 at night. Don't know what the recommended serving is, but something I learned from Ian Valier is just hammer omega-3s. My joints feel better. Good for your heart, good for your brain, just a good supplement to overdose on. Obviously, trained by JP Vital Support. Then we've got supplement needs heart stack. Then I've got some sea kelp just for thyroid. Then we've got the other thyroid stack from supplement needs. Then my absolute favourite supplement of all time, the digestive stack from Supplement Needs. The best digestive enzyme on the market. You will not find a better digestive enzyme. I can promise you, I've been through them all. I am a slut for a digestive enzyme. These are the absolute king. Also chuck in half a serving of vitamin C in that as well. So yeah, those are all the supplements I take in the morning along with the greens powder. I'll just drink that whilst I swallow the tablets now. Everything is from Full Ball Sports, code EAGLES, as is the cream of rice, as is the whey protein you'll see. All the supplements, you know, all those products are from Full Ball Sports. So code EAGLES, go and get everything you need is from there. So you can become a member and then you'll save a shitload of money basically. You get free next day delivery year round as much as you want. It's like Amazon Prime but for gym supplements, so you'd be silly not to take advantage of it. Right, something you will hear a lot about today is the new Naughty Boy Whey. Obviously, you'll know that I've been a massive fan of Perform Whey over the years. Still am. It's a fucking fantastic whey protein. This Naughty Boy Whey is brand new. It is identical, but potentially a little thicker, so maybe a little nicer than Perform. I'm undecided fully, but I've certainly been having this on my cereal post-workout, which you'll see in a bit, and I've been loving it. Obviously, again, from Full Ball, but just using cookies and cream on this mango yogurt. Don't ask me why. Normally I was doing strawberry Veloci or raspberry ripple Veloci with raspberry yogurt, but right now we've just got mango and passion fruit 0% fat yogurt, and I just put cookies and cream in it, and it just still just tastes like normal yogurt basically. That is shitloads of pink salt. I do about 2 grams. Yes, I didn't weigh it, I eyeball it. I just know it's like fucking 20 to 25 cranks for about 2 grams. I'm not on prep anymore. I don't need that accurate with sodium. Do about 5 grams a day, but I do 2 grams on my pre-workout meal. Just mix it into the cream of rice. You don't taste it, so that's what that is. Right, okay, so that is meal 1. Well, it's meal 2 today. Normally I'd probably eat this as meal 1. It is 225 grams of 0% fat yogurt with 1 scoop of whey in it. Then we've got 110 grams of cream of rice, half a scoop of whey in there, 50 grams of frozen berries, 30 grams of honey that I just kind of eyeballed. Wasn't really accurate, but off-season in it. And that's that, so I'll eat this now. Obviously 2 grams of salt in there as well, a bit of cinnamon on top. I'll eat this, leave it 60 to 90 minutes, and then I will head to the gym to go and train. In between then and leaving to go to the gym, I've got some check-ins to go and do and some work. So eat this, get on with some work, and then I will go and train. Okay, quickly as well, before I head to the gym, I forgot to film intra workout. So intra at the minute is 30 grams of carbs and 1 scoop of Trained by JP sour cherry EAAs because they are my favourite flavour. And then pre-workout, because I'm in my health phase, I don't know why I'm doing that, it is actually health phase. I have pulled out all caffeine, so obviously on prep, stimulants tend to get quite excessive towards the end just because otherwise I'm dead inside. I still am dead inside, but you know, caffeine, modafinil, the whole lot is the only thing that gets me out of bed in the morning. So after prep, I like to fully detox for like a good 8 to 12 weeks, just no caffeine. So yeah, Vascular Max is the pre-workout choice, no caffeine. I also do a scoop of the electrolytes from Naughty Boy. And then also 5 grams of creatine as well, obviously. So those are the pre-workout and intra-workout stack at the minute. And then I will come back for post-workout in a bit after I've gone and trained a very sad pull session because my back is crippled, my foot is crippled, so no hinging, no free weight movements, just all chest supported back work, which is going to be very enjoyable. Right, back from training, absolutely fucking crippled. It was an alright session, wasn't amazing. Just did a load of reverse hypers, which are now back in permanently because they're the sort of only thing that like decompress your spine whilst working your lower erectors, glutes and all that area. So they're gonna be back in to start the posterior / density day whenever that's back up to full steam. But for now, I'm probably gonna do them at the start of every session just because they did give quite a lot of relief to my lower back, but it's still pretty written off, which is just a result of heavy training plus gaining weight pretty quick post-prep. I always tend to get it after prep the first few weeks where I get a bit of sciatica. Normally it's only down my left leg, this time I've got it down both, just because all the added fat, water, stuff like that just presses on my sciatic nerve a little bit and just causes some discomfort, but it does ease. I'm getting plenty of tissue work done with Will at R&R. So I'm back in Friday at the end of this week, so looking forward to that. But now back from gym, got post-workout meal, which is today's meal 3. Sometimes it's meal 2, depending on the day. This is my absolute classic, my famous meal, the one that I used to carb up on, which you saw in the last video. And the video before that, both show days. This is pretty much all I ate, so it is just, let me find it. So yeah, it is the classic of Rice Krispies Frosties. So I'm gonna do 50 grams of Rice Krispies, 175 grams of Frosties, doing 75 grams of whey and 40 grams of honey with 20 grams of dark chocolate. So I'm gonna whip that together now and show you, but you've seen me eat this meal fuck knows how many times now, but you can't beat it. Right, so as I mentioned earlier, this Naughty Boy whey is taking the place of the cinnamon donut whey at the moment. Same consistency, really fucking nice flavour as Perform. I swapped it out for the cinnamon donut just because cinnamon donut on prep probably still is my favourite ever meal, just because it is fucking lovely. But at this point in the off season, I say this point in the off season, this point post show, when I've eaten too many cookies, I'm a bit sick of like really sickly things. So the cinnamon donut is just a bit too sweet right now, especially with Frosties and honey. So just taming it down a little bit with a cookies and cream, which doesn't really make too much sense, but it's just a little bit less sweet. It's just a nice change. So I've been running this for about a week now. Very much enjoying it, so doing it again today. But yeah, if you've not tried the Naughty Boy, they've got cookies and cream, a Biscoff flavour, a brownie flavour, and I think like a strawberry milkshake flavour. All are on Full Bore. I strongly recommend all of them, so code Eagles, go and help yourself. That's not gone well. Okay, so it is significantly later now. It's dark outside because I've been sat at my desk for the last like fucking 4 hours and I've not moved because finished all my check-ins and then I had 2 consultation calls which I had forgotten about, but I made it in time because the reminder went off my phone. So then I was caught up on calls and then I had to post my Instagram. So yeah, it's just way later than I wanted it to be because I got caught up with work. But on to meal 4 for the day now. I do 5 meals a day, so these next 2 meals are identical. So actually I probably won't film them both because there's no point. So what we've got is chicken, what a surprise, from Revive Meal Prep company, link in the description, code Eagles10 to save yourself some money on your meal prep. So I've got their barbecue chicken, which is pretty much the only chicken I eat because it's unbelievable. So yeah, I'm gonna do 250, each meal is the exact same, so it's 250 grams of chicken breast, 100 grams dry weight of sushi rice. I use sushi rice, as you've already seen, I put it in the air fryer hours ago. In the rice cooker hours ago. I use sushi rice just because it's way nicer, stickier, easier to eat. If you're bulking and you struggle to eat a load of rice, get on sushi rice, it is so much easier than like basmati or jasmine. It's also way nicer, so I eat this year round. But yeah, so 250 chicken, 100 grams dry weight sushi rice, and then I've also got some peas in the microwave now being done, just because they're easy to make. Sometimes I do lettuce, sometimes I do peas, sometimes I do nothing, no veg, but I take the greens powder at the start of the day to sort of account for that, because even though I'm having a handful of peas, it's not exactly going to hit the entire micronutrient profile, so use the supplement on top, as I suggest you all do, unless you eat an entire garden of vegetables every day. So yeah, gonna whip this up now, and then I will show you the finished product, and that's really, these are the last 2 meals for the day. So I'll just do the totals for the day, waffle for a little bit, and that'll be the video. Right, so there you go, as you've seen, this is the meal. The rice, I bought a rice cooker on prep, even though I wasn't eating rice, it was just like one of those prep buys. Got like the fanciest one you can. So I just put my rice in there at the start of the day, and it just keeps it warm all day, which is great for my electricity bill, but you know, it is what it is. It means I've just got fresh, perfectly cooked rice, I don't have to do anything with it. Keeps it hot, so I just got half the rice out for this meal, and then the other 100 grams is in there ready for later. Tonight we'll have the last meal. So I just mix in the chicken, bang the peas on top, and then that is the meal. What a surprise. Chicken and rice, what a true bodybuilder. I'll put a bit of salt on it, a bit of ketchup, and that is that. So I'm gonna nail this whilst I do some more work. And then that is it. So I've got another meal of this later, this exact thing, and then that is it for the day. But I'm gonna go and do some work, eat this, and I'll come back and talk to the camera. Right, that is pretty much it for the full day of eating. Not the most exciting. I missed filming meal one. So I'll just put the full meal plan on screen now. It is here. It's about 4,500 calories, I think. I don't really know, let me double check. So yeah, training day, which is what today is, we're about 4,200 calories, 650 grams of carbs, 40 grams of fat, 300 grams of protein. Rest day is then 4,000 calories, 550 grams of carbs, 50 grams of fat, and 325 grams of protein. So that's just the way it's set up at the minute. Cardio wise, I'm doing 30 minutes fasted on a rest day, and then I'm just doing steps in the morning on training day. So it's still, my heart rate still gets to like 110 for steps. I'll just do those fasted on the treadmill. Exact same routine as prep, just because I need it to sort of keep my head on. Otherwise, if I lose structure, my head goes and everything goes. So I just like to keep in structure and keep with the, you know, first thing I do in the morning is on that treadmill, whether it's cardio or just steps, one of the two, whatever it is, I get it done every morning. So yes, I mean, just a quick update on me really, like 5 weeks post-show. Physique's holding nicely. I'll just put this is post-workout from the gym the other day. It'll be portrait mode, but I'll put it on screen now. I'm about 233 pounds has been my heaviest. So my lightest of prep was 194. On stage, I was about 202 to 205 after the carb up. So, you know, I'm sitting like a good 30 pounds up, give or take, in about 5 weeks, which is a pretty nice rate of gain. You know, a little bit watery, but that's expected. Training performance is improving when I'm not injured. So that's good. That's nice to enjoy training again. A post-show immediately after, I sort of took like a week and a half off training, just 'cause I had photo shoots and other bits like that I just needed some time away from the gym, which is pretty rough, to be fair. Obviously, at the 6 week out mark of my prep, I did split with my girlfriend of 3 years. So that was quite rough mentally. Throughout prep, I was all right because I had that focus and, you know, the prep mindset, it was, all my effort went to that. I wasn't thinking about anything else, so it sort of got by. Post-show, it does sort of hit you quite a bit harder. So dealing with that the last few weeks as well. It's part of it, I guess. I left it out of my show day video because I didn't want that to be a part of the narrative, really. So yeah, I just left that to it. But yeah, that is one other thing that happened on prep, which I haven't really spoke too much about and don't plan on. So that's all there. Getting by right now though. So, you know, still get some shit days, but you know, you move. That is life. Just got to keep going. So yeah, going well. Excited for the off season. I've got I've been crazy busy pretty much every weekend with client shows. You know, it was peak season, so the reason the YouTube has been lacking is because I've been so busy with client work in the week, sorting out my own training, and then every weekend I've been away pretty much. The next 3 weekends I'm away again, and then after that, that is it, done for the season for all my clients. And for really my travelling, that's pretty much when I'm shutting it down and we're going to get into this off-season properly. That's when the off-season blast will start and we'll really start adding on some size. So right now I'm only sitting 3 or 4 pounds off my all-time heaviest, and condition is in a pretty good spot. So feeling good. We're easily going to hit 250 this off-season, which is going to be not quite so pretty, but it is going to be fun. Training is going to be phenomenal. So plenty of training content to come, I think, as well. I'm going to do some food challenges with Finn, because Finn, my training partner, fucking you know Finn now from the last video. Holy shit, that man can eat. I can eat pretty well as well. I'm not going to say I can't quite eat up to Finn's level, but we can both put away some serious food. So I think we'll do like a 15k challenge at some point in the near future. But I do also need to document some training. So next video will probably be some training, and then we might do another food video after that. But this has been the full day of eating. Not the most exciting. Pretty much the exact same, well, it is the exact same meal structure as it was on prep. Only thing that's changed is instead of oats, I'm now doing bagels just because it's quicker and easier. And I'm not the biggest fan of oats when I'm not dieting. And then I've got rice. Instead of chicken and lettuce, it's now chicken, lettuce and rice, which is good. But yeah, so exact same meal structure. That meal structure stays the same year round. It doesn't really change. When food gets higher, we will add in a 6th meal and a 7th meal. But for right now, I'm just chilling on 5. It's not hard to eat this food. Like, I'm still more or less hungry going to bed. Have been pounding a lot of Five Guys. For the first like 3 weeks post show, I was doing 3 Five Guys a week, cookies here and there, or pretty much everywhere, just to get body weight moving up. So Tom was happy. Every check-in, he was like, yeah, just keep it going. I'm a little bit sick of that now, so we're just dialing it back to 1 cheat meal a week, which is every Thursday night before leg day, just to get my quads back, as they faded quite a bit in prep. So I now need to get my quads overly big this off-season, so that when they fade towards the end of prep, they then just look normal size. So that's the plan. I'm going to do a video as well, just going through my entire plan for the off-season, my plans for the future, how my training has changed, because I've adapted my training split based off the feedback of this year and where I need to get to now that we are in the pro ranks. Because I hate to say it, but the next step is qualify for the Olympia, which sounds ridiculous, it sounds silly. And right now it is a bit silly to say that, because, you know, I'm a very good amateur still and a very shit pro, really, is what I am. So there's a lot of work needed, which is fine. I've got all the time in the world. I've just turned 21, so, you know, the Olympia is always going to be there. There's no point rushing it. So we're going to get this off-season done properly, get the size on, and then next time I compete will be to be competitive in a pro lineup and see where we line up. So that was exciting. Any videos you do want to see specifically, please do drop them below. We're nearing 5k subs now. We're like just about to hit 4, I think. May have already hit 4 actually, haven't checked, but coming up to 4, closing in on 5. So thank you to everyone who subscribed, and thank you to everyone who watched the show day video for the Spain trip, and who commented and who messaged me, and just you know, thank you for all the support. Like, it is pretty overwhelming, pretty surreal. So I appreciate it all. Any videos you want to see specifically, please drop them below and we will get to it. But that is it for today. That was a full day of eating. Like and subscribe so you don't miss what's to come this off season, and I will catch you in the next one.